What it do, everyone? Sans Gaming here, and welcome back to another video.
Please don't call my phone, don't call mine. Leave me alone, leave me alone. No, I can't come home, I'm on the road. Yeah, you don't fuck with me the way you say you do. I know it.
So today's video is kind of an emotional roller coaster if you're a One Piece fan. So if you guys didn't hear, the Japanese voice actor of Frankie is retiring. So I decided to search up top 10 Frankie's moments, like best Frankie moments and stuff, and I found this one, top 5 best Frankie moments in One Piece. So we're gonna react to that because we gotta support Frankie and the voice actor, even though he's retiring. But let's get right into the video and have some fun and not cry because we know this voice actor is not gonna be, I don't know if it's dub or sub, but we're gonna see no matter what. Have a good retirement, Frankie. That's all I can say. I can't think of his name, but have a good one. And if you guys wondering, my voice is so like low and shit. You kind of just woke up, so don't mind me. Don't mind me. But let's get right into it and have a fun time.
Good smell, flavor.
Yes, we have the Japanese one. Let's get it. Well, I remember this. So I think this is a time skip, right? I really think this is a time skip. Oh my god, I wasn't ready for that. I forgot about that.
Hey, what up anyone who's watching? This is View with Ice and I'm yet again talking about my favorite anime of all time.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but this guy goes subscribe to him because he made this video and shit, so yeah, let's get right into it.
This time, I want to highlight some of Frankie's best moments. One thing about me is that I love every single Straw Hat Pirate, and that is why I have to give some respect to Frankie today, because sometimes I feel he doesn't get the level of respect that he deserves. Like and subscribe for more anime related content, and even if you don't like, subscribe because maybe I'll make a video that will cater to your needs.
Yeah, I want to say one thing. I feel like Frankie should get a little more screen time. Definitely a little bit more screen time. But you guys gotta think about it. Yes, he's part of the crew, but he's the shipwright. He makes sure the ship is all good and all that. But he still have that fighting skill. He still have the level of fight that he can still be on par for the crew. But yeah, I just want to say that. Let's get right into it. Oh my god.
Frankie vs. Luffy was the official introduction of the future crew member. We of course got to see Frankie in a few scenes before this, but this fight is where we finally got to see him in action. And it was actually a great little encounter. I always wish the fight went on slightly longer. I know Luffy would have come out on top if the fight dragged on too long, but I love this clash. Frankie actually felt like a decent force during this time in the story. After this, it always felt like it went a little downhill with the Super One. He of course has some intense moments, but I just feel like we should have gotten a little more.
Yeah, I feel the same way with this one, but it was like
the majority of the time, Frankie is just back there for comical relief, so much so that sometimes I feel we forget that he can be a badass. But Oda decided.
But the thing, Frankie is a badass. When we first met him, he was a badass. And he still is. He just pops up at the right time. Same thing like Brook. Best pause, right? But Brook and Frankie is that, like, you don't know when they gonna come in, but when they gonna come in, they come in like, yo, Frankie, yo, Brook, yes. Like, that type of vibe. So, like, the way Oda did it is like, yeah, they kind of like the backup characters, but when they one of the main type shit. So, but yeah,
to remind us in Wano. We have to remember that Frankie is the same guy who stood in front of a sea train as a kid.
Oh,
He almost
yeah.
died, but later on would save himself and also rebuild himself. Frankie has always been a beast. We just most often see his goofy side. But he would display how cold he was when he drove his motorbike in the face of a Yonko while singing
Yo,
songs
this shit-
with Brooke and
Yo, this shit right here got me hype when Brooke and Frankie came out of nowhere just to face plant of Frankie's bike in Big Mom's face. Yo, I was like, yo, let go. But yo, Frankie's awesome.
also saving Nami in the process. It was a
Yep.
quick moment, but it showed us yet again the massive balls on Frankie.
Yo,
Annie's
that's
lobby
what-
is an arc that I feel I never shut up about, but what is there to shut up about? It is one of those arcs where there isn't a single moment you want to miss, and the next one
Yep.
stays true to that statement. In typical
This arc was, I feel like, one of the most important ones. Because it introduced, it's not the new world, the Grand Line. It introduced, like, the Grand Line and stuff. And it introduced Frankie about how powerful he is at this time. And there was so much foreshadowing in Water 7 and Annie's Lobby, I think, right? Yeah. And them two arcs, because I think about them like as one. Like one big arc, Annie's Lobby, Water 7 arc. That's what I call it. But like there was so much stuff in this, like he said, there's so much information in this arc that you don't want to miss anything because it's hype, information drawing, and like there's a lot of detail to take in this arc. So it's an important arc. I can say that a super important arc because after this is time skip. Not after this is break. Then Sabaody, right? Yeah, Sabaody, then the time skip. So it's like building up to the time skip. But Frankie was badass in this arc. That's all I'm saying. Frankie was badass.
One Piece fashion, and like most or all fights in this video, there is a lot of comedy in this fight, but when the comedy subsides and the action begins, it is peak One Piece entertainment. This fight established Frankie as a real threat because even though Fukuro is not the strongest
I
CP9
just
agent,
said
he
that.
was still a relative force to be reckoned with and gave this Super One a decent fight. But the
I
future
always said
shipwright
that.
of the Straw Hat Pirates will display his grit and resilience and take down the government agent. Every
Frankie's a
time I rewatch
pain,
this
man.
fight, I wish Frankie could have stayed the same. This version of Frankie just felt the best to me. Like I never or will never hate post-time script Frankie, but if I were to choose between the two, this would be number one.
Like what you said, the voice actor, the Japanese voice actor of Frankie. That's what you said. The reason why he's retiring, yeah, he's getting all his health and stuff. But another reason was, if you guys don't know this, another reason is the Frankie that he like picture when he was doing this. It went too much towards the other side, and like, I'm not saying the way that Frankie is now is bad. Like I like Frankie, but I feel like he's a little bit too serious. But if you think about that after the time skip, a lot of like majority of all the characters that I would say maybe Usopp and Chopper that didn't get too serious. And bro, yeah, everybody else was like just got more serious, more like deadly. Not say that, but like it's a good thing because of the way One Piece is going now. They going more in a darker path. I can say that, but with the story, it is going towards darker paths. So the characters gotta go towards a darker path to keep up. And yeah, I don't know really how to explain it, but like what you said, after the time skip, Frankie changed a little bit than what he was now. He's more like back then, like Hill, he was more goofy. He more goofy, can fight type shit. Now he's more serious. Like a lot of the characters is more serious nowadays, but still have the goofiness. Like Luffy still got the goofiness. Sanji is always still fighting. Usopp is still fucking a coward. Chopper is still cute. And Doctor Nami is still, I don't want to say bitchy, but bitchy. Robin still Robin. Like the character's still them. It just there's a little darker twist with it. But yeah, that's why one of the reasons why Frankie's Japanese voice actor is retiring. But yeah.
It almost feels like the last time we got a monster level moment from Frankie was in Dressrosa, but he, like the majority of the crew, got their moments to shine in Wano. Frankie and Sasuke was a solid one.
Wano was one of the biggest arcs and the longest arcs of One Piece. As well as like 150 something like chapters or something like that, I think. And like, is it chapters or episodes? I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's like 150 something of episodes or chapters. But that shit was so long. But at the same time, there was so much shit going on in Wano. So much detail, so much information that we need to know, because if we didn't know, we would have had so much questions like what Naruto did. We had so much questions about Naruto, but One Piece and Wano, oh my fucking god, it was awesome. Awesome.
On one encounter, the only bad thing about this fight is that it just felt a little bit short. Sasuke also showed yet again how incredibly tough and durable ancient Zoan users are, and I may be wrong, but this was the first time that General Frankie was damaged in a fight. That is showcasing that Sasuke was a worthy opponent, but Frankie pulled himself together and took down the Triceratops. As far as upgrades go, Frankie has basically been the same since the start of the time skip. He has made a few upgrades, but I don't feel that it is enough. General Frankie is really powerful because he has been using it for a long time, and every time he uses it, he manages to get the job done. But even though I highly enjoy this fight and I basically never get tired of Frankie, I would love for him to get a substantial upgrade since we are moving into the final stages of One Piece.
Hell yeah. Frankie needs, Frankie doesn't need a big, upgrade or power up. All he needs is be a little more tankier and a one-hit move. Like a one-hit move that is like his last priority. A move that would never fail and does so much damage even to the elders. Or like even Emu or some one of the powerful hitters. Like we need Frankie to have like a move that can deal good damage. Like the Kuda Bulls, I feel like would hit hard if it hit someone. But the thing, it was like a last result because it's an escape route. Like we can Frankie could have something like that built into him, or he can have like a power from like that laser, like Kuma. Oh yo, Frankie should have Kuma's fucking fruit. Yo, that'd be fucking crazy if Frankie gets Kuma's fruit. Oh my god. My bad, I just ran right now, but Frankie definitely need a power up. That's all I'm saying. Nothing too serious, nothing too crazy that'd move him from like mid tail of the crew too high, but enough that it keep him more relevant. That's all I'm saying. But Kuma's fruit, that would be a big jump for Frankie, I can say that.
As far as fights go, this is without question his best fight. This fight was so great that till fights go.
If this is not number one, I'm ending it after this, because this was the best fight, the greatest fight of all time. Oh yeah, greatest Frankie fight of all time. So okay, this should be the end. This should be the end. But this fight, if you guys know, you know this is one of the greatest fights that Frankie ever been in. And we need more of this. Oh, we need more, yeah.
fights go, this is without question his best fight.
Yeah.
This fight was so great that till this day, I still hear people talk about it. In an arc where a lot of other things could have overshadowed a character like Frankie, his fight with Senior Pink stood the test of time. Senior Pink's backstory also amplified this fight even more. Backstories are sometimes the fuel a fight needs to go over the edge and be more incredible, and that is exactly what happened here. This fight could have gone a completely different direction. Frankie and Senior Pink could have chosen to fight a different way, but both characters wanted to prove who was the manliest. They wanted to prove who was the most hard-boiled. When I think about Frankie versus Senior Pink, Don Fry versus Yoshihiro Takayama somehow always comes to mind. Both characters just putting it all on the table and giving everything they have to see who would be the final one left standing.
Dressrosa, this arc was, I have to say Dressrosa is one of the greatest arcs in One Piece. There's so much good arcs like Wano, Water 7 / Enies Lobby, Marineford, what else? Egghead was good, but not really. Not up there. It was good, but not up there. Skypiea was good. There's so much good arcs in One Piece. And, like, I'm sad that so much people say One Piece is made when it's better than, like, all their top 5, top 10 favorite animes. One Piece is better than a lot of, like, animes. I would say it's better than Dragon Ball, but not by much. Because One Piece is my number 1 and Dragon Ball is number 2. And it's so close, but I love One Piece because of storytelling, the detail. I love the Dragon. I love it. Even though it's a little bit too much, but I love it because it gives you the detail that you need to understand what the fuck is going on. But yeah.
I am still waiting on the day where Frankie gets a moment that will top this. The way Frankie gets treated, I am not sure if he will ever get something as epic as this again. If he doesn't get another incredible showcase like this, I'll be disappointed, but I'll just be happy that Frankie versus Senior Pink happened in the first place.
Right about that. Pink. But yep, I called it. That's the last one. But if you guys liked the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. If you guys wanted to see me to react to any other videos, it can be someone else's, like View with Ice. Like, subscribe to him because he made this shit. Thank you. But go comment down below what you guys want me to watch. But that's the end of the video, and I guys gonna see you guys next time. Deuces.
What you gonna do? I'm good. I'm cool. On you. I should. I fuck hard.